Hi everybody, welcome to my replay viewers. So the Perry Girls challenge today is where I go to relax and unwind. So hi Sehan. So the challenge is where I go to relax and unwind. Hi, welcome. And you know, for me, being an artist, I think the place that I go to relax and unwind is in the art world. Hi, Nicholas. Welcome for joining. Well, thank you for joining and welcome. And I started doing these chocolate dipped apples. And I realized after I'd already started that, number one, I didn't have oil-based gel or oil-based colors. I got these water ones, and so I couldn't put the color in the chocolate. So what I decided to do was sort of, if you can see, was sort of paint a design on the chocolate or on the apple with more chocolate, and then paint onto the chocolate. That's going to be a snowman right there. So that's what I'm doing. I really go into my mind a lot to relax, and think about art projects or ideas for art projects. I think my favorite thing is to come up with new inventions or ideas. I just love getting lost in whatever I'm doing and just start thinking about, what could be. Sometimes I go into the past and think about what was and how things have changed. The other day, oh my goodness. See, this is a little story of how weird my thoughts are. The other day, I was thinking about how weird progress must seem to squirrels. Because, they're not doing anything, and it's like millions of years. I don't know actually how long squirrels have been around, but it's been a long time, and they're just around, and there's forests, and they go to their cousin's house, and it's in a forest, and everywhere they go is forests. And then all of a sudden, like a few hundred years ago, all of a sudden there's like houses and roads and all these things, buildings and huge edifices that are common, and they go to their cousin's house, and it's in a house. I don't know. It was just a weird thought. How would it be to be that being who isn't creating all of those things, but yet they're still just appearing all around you? And it has nothing to do with you or your species. I don't know. I told you I have weird thoughts. And just happen to be about squirrels. So, just in case, I was thinking, about the challenge. And just in case the Perry Girls wanted to know where I physically go to relax and unwind, I was also thinking, when I lived in Mexico, my favorite place to go was I would go to Guatemala, go across the border to Guatemala, and I would go to Lago Atitlan. If no one has ever been there, I highly recommend it. I go to this little town called Panajachel, and it's on the side of this lake, and it's so beautiful. It has these two big mountains, and there's one part of the year And for the life of me, I can't remember right now, but I feel like it's like during the winter solstice. And where the moon at night, when it sets straight in between those two mountains, and it's so beautiful. And the lake is surrounded by these 5 towns, and each town is known for something different. The Panajachel is more of the touristy town, and it has hotels with pools and little resorts, and it has more like a nightlife and that sort of a thing. And then if the way that you get to the other towns, I mean, you can drive, but the common way is they take these boats across the lake to the different towns, and they're called lanchas. And those things, man, they are no frills. It's pretty much like sitting on a wooden bench, but they hit those waves and it's like getting spanked. So you hopefully are not going too far. There's this one, I don't know all the names of the islands. There's this one called Antigua, and it has a large English-speaking community. So it's known for English-speaking, and also I think it has more of a nightlife and less of a touristy feel than Panajachel. I've never been there because every time I go, I end up having no one to help me with kids. So, you kind of give up the nightlife scene. There's another island, or another town. I don't know why I said island. Another town on the side of the lake, and I can't remember what all of them were called, like I said, but and it's known for more of like its meditations and I don't know how you want to classify it, New Age philosophies, which we all know aren't really New Age. They're sort of old age. But anyway, there is a big, huge pyramid there. And I know a lot of people go for spiritual retreats. And then there's this one, I think it's called San Marcos. And it's known for more of like the hippie vibe. And it has more like the bars with reggae music and pot smoking. So I mean, pretty much all these little islands around have something for everyone. And I love it because my kids love it too. And man, is it not more relaxing when you have kids who are loving the situation? And they always ask to go, which I always thought was strange because, there's places that are more, I think, are more geared towards children, but they love the lake, they love the beauty of it, and it was just a really simple visit. And it was relaxing and unwinding and just sitting and watching. And anyway, so that's where I go to to relax and unwind. I'd either go into my mind with my art and create, or I go somewhere that's beautiful and relaxing, whether it be a beach or a mountain, and really spend the time to look at the places and see the people and not be so involved in technology, because if you haven't traveled, technology is everywhere, and you can spend the whole day sitting in an internet cafe in the middle of nowhere, Guatemala, just as easy as you can in your home. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful morning, and I'm going to continue with my project. I got this gold luster dust out for my star. I'll be back on later to show some progress and do some of my other scopes. So I'll see y'all later. And if you haven't, follow me. If you're on the replay, you can still do that. You can still give me hearts. And go ahead and check out my profile. I've got my fundraiser on that page. Have a nice morning.